Hey everybody, it's Garrett over here at Corporate Fitness Works. I'm over here at the Aspiria Fitness Center, and today I will be teaching a mobility and more formatted class. For today's class, you guys, equipment that I will be utilizing, first and foremost, is going to be a mat. Secondly, we're going to be using a pair of thicker, moderate resistance bands for stretching, and then we will be use a thinner resistance band of about lower to moderate intensity for some core work. So if you guys have a couple of bands, those long bands, thick, moderate, and lower resistances, if you guys have those, grab those. Additionally, thirdly, if you guys have glute bands, there'll be a couple movements that we'll be doing to open up the hips. So if you guys have some glute bands, grab those. And then I will also be utilizing this bench here to attach, primarily to act as an attachment for those resistance bands for that core exercise, like I said. If you don't have a bench, or if you don't have any type of pole or anything like that, you just need a sturdy surface to attach that band about 1.5 feet off the ground. So anything that's sturdy will work. And then lastly, I'll be utilizing a kettlebell for a hip opening exercise. If you don't have a kettlebell, dumbbell of lighter to moderate weight should work. And then I'll also be utilizing this little mini elevated step here. This just needs to be about 1.5 feet off the ground. If you guys have a pair of stairs, or if you have stairs, you can just utilize those stairs. And then a lighter pair of dumbbells if you have them. If not, body weight's gonna work fine. We'll just be utilizing that for a shoulder opening exercise. And yeah, so that is kind of a wide variety of different stuff. If you guys don't have all of this accessible to you, all of these exercises are modifiable in some way, shape, or form. So just modify as you go with whatever works for you. I'll be going over these specific movements, kind of showing you exactly what we're going for as far as the range of motion, and you guys can just adjust as need be. All right. For the just overall general view of what we're going to be doing today, as the name would suggest, we are going to be going through a series of different stretches and movements to both increase our range of motion throughout several joints, as well as increasing flexibility in those specific muscles and joints as well. All right, so going to be all together, we should be opening up those joint cavities. So shoulders, hips, and knees are primarily what we're going to be focusing on today. Opening up that range of motion, getting those joints, going through that series range of motion the way that those joints should be properly going through, okay? So we're going to start off, you guys, get our lower body stretched out. So if you guys do have that thicker, moderate resistance band, go ahead and grab that now. If not, grab a longish bath towel. That should work just as fine. We're gonna go through my 4-way resistance band stretch to get our hamstrings, adductors or groin area stretched out, abductors or that outer glute, IT band area stretched out, and then we're gonna sit it up and get our calf stretched out, okay? We're gonna go through all of those movements, holding them for about 10 to 15 seconds to start off on our first leg. Once we're done, we're gonna switch it over, hit the same movements on the other leg, get the leg stretched out, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start to go through our the mobility track, opening up the hips, opening up the knee joint area, opening up those shoulders, and so on, okay? So we'll go ahead and we'll get into it. You guys, grab that band if you have it. If not, just go ahead and get that longish bath towel. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start off on our butt here, okay? Go ahead, bring that band, loop it around that ball of the foot. Okay, we're gonna keep that leg relatively straight. Okay, that opposite down leg that's not going up in the air, you'll just go ahead and keep that attached to the ground throughout. And then as we do these series of stretches, try to keep that back attached to the ground as well. Okay, let's go ahead and lean it back, you guys. Bring that leg up in the air, keeping it relatively straight. All right, start off with that low tension, and as the hamstring gets stretched out here, pull back farther and farther. All right, we're gonna hold this for another 10 seconds. After we do this, we're gonna drop that leg to that same side, opening up that groin area. Then we're going to try to pull on that leg up as far as we can to the head. So you guys can go ahead, drop that leg to that same side. Still keep that opposite leg attached to the ground. All right, you should feel like a wishbone right now getting opened up ever so slightly. All right, after holding this, we're going to bring our leg across our body. All right, keeping that leg relatively straight. We're going to get that outer glute and IT band area stretched out here, so you can bring that across. Same thing, bring that leg as close as we can up to the head, neck area, without bending at the knee. All right, let's go ahead, sit it on up. All right, raise that band just slightly on that foot, and we're going to pull on that front part of the foot here. All right, getting that calf stretched out. All right, kind of add a little bit of shifting movement as well. Kind of vary up the range of stretch throughout the calf. All right, and hold this for a few more seconds, and then we're just doing the same thing on that other leg here. All right, so loop that band around that ball of the foot, okay, or that bad cow. Lay it back, keep that leg relatively straight here. Start off with low tension. And as I've been saying, you guys, increase that tension as that muscle starts getting loosened up here. All right, next up, guys, going to drop that leg same side here. Keep it straight. Pull up as far as we can, getting that groin area stretched out. All right, let's go ahead, bring that leg across the body here. And get that glute stretched out. Let's go ahead, sit it on up. Raise that band ever so slightly on that toe. Gonna get that calf stretched out here. Alrighty guys, next up we're gonna get our lower body a little bit more dynamically going. Stretched out, I should say. So let's go ahead and stand it on up. All right, next thing we're gonna do is gonna be punter kicks or toy soldiers. For this exercise, you guys, we're gonna alternate elevating, kicking up one leg, keeping it relatively straight. As we do that, we're reaching with that opposite hand and touching at the top, okay? While swinging that leg open, you guys are gonna feel that stretch in the hammy here, okay? Extend on that down toe, alternate, like I said, count each rep as one rep. Or out each toe touch, I should say, as one rep. We're gonna do 10 total here, and then we're gonna get in some leg swings. All right, alternate, touching those toes. Extend on that down toe. You guys can do this walking out as well, if you don't wanna just do the stationary. 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Nice. Alrighty guys, next up, we're gonna go ahead and do some leg swings, okay? So we're gonna need a wall here for a little bit of support. So go ahead, you guys, get in front of the wall here. You guys should be about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from the wall, okay? Here, we're gonna do leg swings. So we're gonna open up those adductors here, opening up, and then swinging across. Okay, keep that opposite leg relatively planted. Okay, as you open up, you should be extending on that down toe. Okay, so while you're doing that, you should feel that down toe elevating up. Okay, obviously with that leg swinging past, you're gonna feel that swivel of the foot. That's totally fine. Okay, don't be completely stiff-footed or don't be completely stuck to the ground. We're gonna do 20 seconds on one leg, opening up those adductors, opening up that groin area, opening up that hip joint, and then we're gonna do 20 on the other side. Okay, so go ahead, get some wall, you guys. 20 seconds both ways. Let's get it here in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, you guys shouldn't be kicking that wall at all. You should be opening up, getting good range of motion here. All right, you're ready to transition to other leg here. All right, guys, 20 seconds. Let's get that other leg here. Open up, extend on that down toe. All right, keep your body parallel with the wall. And we're going to stop here in 3, 2, 1, and stop. Whew. All right, guys, that hip joint should feel a little looser now, should feel a little bit more at ease. All right, next up, we're going to get into the world's greatest stretch. All right, so if you guys haven't done the world's greatest stretch before, this stretch is, as it would allude to, the greatest. No, but for real, you guys, this exercise, this stretch is great for opening up both your T-spine, so that thoracic spine, upper spine area, as well as opening up that groin area as well, okay? So, starting position, you guys, we're gonna be in that high plank position, okay? We're gonna alternate bringing same foot up to that same hand, or as far as we can go. Okay, once you guys are here, we're gonna add a shift up. So you guys wanna shift that knee, try to get it right on top of that toe or slightly past it. Okay, also moving it out that knee. Okay, so as you guys are shifting forward, shifting everything forward and out, stretching out that groin area. All right, and then we're gonna elevate, bringing that hand and following with our eyes up to the sky. Okay, bring that hand back, shoot that foot back. All right, that's gonna be 1 rep. Go ahead, you guys, get 8 reps in. Okay, alternating, like I said, bringing that foot up, shifting into that front knee, coming back, elevate up, look with your head, look with your eyes, bring that foot back. All right, go ahead, you guys, get 8 reps in. Nice. At this point, your guys' hips should be feeling nice and opened up or starting to open up, okay? That's great body weight exercise. You guys can do that at any point. Next up, you guys, we're gonna get into one of our last hip opening stretches. And this is actually gonna be great for any type of squat day, okay? So if you guys are a little limited in range going down for your squats, or if you have any low back pain, what tends to happen is your guys' hips tend to be a little bit closed off. So here, with this next kettlebell weight shifting exercise, we're gonna open up those hips, okay? So if you guys have that weight, okay, it doesn't have to be too heavy, all right? Like I said, just a light to moderate weight. Really, we're just gonna be holding this in that goblet position, so right in the middle of that chest, okay? Keeping everything upright, keeping everything neutral, okay? We're gonna be in that half kneel position, okay? So 1 foot down in that knee position. That other leg, we're gonna have opened up, parallel with that front down knee, okay? So that should be completely facing that other way, okay? With that kettlebell in hand, you guys are gonna shift your weight, okay, opening up all of that groin area here, opening up that hip area, we're gonna hold this shift for about 5 seconds. Okay, once you guys hold that for 5 seconds, we're gonna go back to that starting position. Okay, if you can widen that foot out just a little bit so you can get into that deeper position. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna do 2 rounds on that first leg, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch it over, do 2 rounds on that second leg. Okay, so go ahead, you guys, grab that kettlebell, grab that dumbbell. Go ahead and get in that kneel position, half kneel position. Get that leg faced directly opposite of where you're facing. All right, shift, hold 5 seconds. Go ahead, shift back. All right, if you can, wind that foot out just a little bit. Same thing here again, shift. And come back. All right, guys, go ahead and switch feet here. All right, same thing. Point that toe opposite way. Line it up with that front knee. All right. Sink down, shift. And go back. All right, let's just go ahead and get one more round in. Shift down. And push back. All right, guys. Nice. You can go ahead and get that kettlebell out of the way. Get that weight out of the way. All right, you guys can go ahead and shake those legs out real quick. Okay. At this point, you guys' hips should be relatively loose, relatively opened up. Okay. Go through those stretches if you guys want to open them up. All right. If you're feeling tight, if your hip flexors are feeling tight. All right. If you're doing any type of squatting, you guys can do that to get nice and warmed up and hit that range of motion that you really want to hit. Okay. Next up, we're going to go ahead and we are going to get into our shoulder opening exercise. All right. I will be performing this off of an incline bench. If you guys don't have that, that's totally fine. You guys can adjust by leaning on any type of elevated surface. But I'll go ahead and get this in the position it needs to be, and I will go over what we got here. All right, if you guys do have a pair of lighter weights, you guys can grab those. Anything from 3 to 8 pounds will work. Okay, like I said, you guys, we're gonna be doing a shoulder and a scapular exercise. That's gonna help open up that shoulder, help it go through that range of motion that you really wanna be going through, externally rotating, and yeah. So yeah, go ahead, you guys, grab that weight if you have it. If not, body weight works perfectly fine. For your starting position, like I said, you're gonna have your head on top of that bench in the standing position. Okay, so you're gonna have that bench right up here on that head. Okay, you're just gonna be leaning with that other hand leaning on it. All right, with that opposite arm, that's gonna be where we're gonna get that shoulder range of motion, opening it up. Okay, we're gonna open up making kind of a Y shape or a diagonal shape. All right, before you do every rep, you guys, I want you to retract that scapula, shooting it back, all right, before you make that Y motion. So not only are we gonna be opening up that shoulder joint, but we're gonna be opening up that rotator cuff area and that scapular area, okay? We're just gonna do 2 sets here, you guys. Remember, retract, open up, okay? Be controlled the full time, all right? This isn't necessarily trying to increase strength here. We're just trying to increase the range of motion. And yes, it will be strengthening that scapula, that shoulder area, but that's not necessarily the primary goal. So get a light weight. You can just do this body weight. Have that head on top of that bench. Let's go ahead and do 2 sets, 8 reps, all right? And like I said, you guys, retract, then move up, okay? Just do body weight if the weight is too much, all right? So retract, open up. Get 8 reps on one arm, hit the other. Once you guys get that first set done, you can take about 30 seconds off. Hit that other side. All right, guys, go ahead and take about 30 seconds off. All right, keep that shoulder movement going. Okay, shake those arms out, shake that shoulders out. All right, we're gonna do one more set here, 8 reps per arm. Okay, like I said, you guys, stabilize, shoot that scat back. Okay, don't just shoot that shoulder forward. Shoot it back, hit that wide. Okay, increase that range of motion. All right, go back as far as you can or as far as it feels comfortable for you. Okay, 8 reps on one side, 8 reps on the other. And then we're gonna get into our 3 joint strengthening exercises for both the shoulder, hip, and knee joints. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, let's go ahead and do one more set here. Remember, nice and controlled, full time. Other side. All right, nice guys. Alrighty. That shoulder, scapular, rotator cuff area should be nice and loosened up. That shoulder joint range should be slightly increased, or it could be just going through that range of motion that you're going through, which is great. So next up, you guys, like I said, we're gonna go through 3 different movements, okay? The movements, we're gonna start off with our fire hydrants. Okay, so this exercise is going to be opening up those hips even more, turning it more into a strengthening of the glutes, but still we're opening up those hips, okay? You can add a band for added resistance, so add that glute band if you want a little added resistance. We're just going to do 3 sets of 8 for that, all right? We're going to superset all these exercises, but the goal here isn't to necessarily increase our cardio or get to the next exercise as quickly as possible. That's just how we're going to do that. Starting off the fire hydrants. After that, we're going to go ahead and do this external shoulder rotation, all right, to strengthen that outer part of the shoulder joint area, or the rear delt. So for that exercise, it's going to be an elbow on knee external shoulder rotation. If you have a dumbbell, anything from 8 to 12 pounds, that should work. It's all about control for this exercise, so you don't necessarily need to go too heavy of a weight. Same thing for that, we'll do 3 sets of 8 per arm as well. And then lastly, we're gonna do a lateral step down, which we'll be utilizing that step for. Like I said earlier, if you have stairs, you can just use that. Anything about a foot and a half off the ground should work. Once you guys get better with these step downs, you can increase that step, elevating it up to both challenge yourself in the knee joint area, as well as just strengthening the glute, quads, and the hamstrings, okay? So we'll utilize all of that equipment for these next 3 exercises. Same thing for those step downs. It will be 3 sets of 8. If you guys have varying sizes of steps, you can change them out as you go, increase as you get more comfortable with the exercise. We'll go ahead, you guys, start off with those fire hydrants. All right, if you guys haven't done this exercise before, you're basically in a tabletop position, so on all 4s. Here, you're gonna have one knee stay down throughout. And with that opposite knee, opposite leg, we're gonna be opening up or abducting, okay? With abduction, you're obviously gonna be utilizing that glute, bringing that leg up, okay? But you're also gonna be putting that hip joint through that range of motion that it's been going through, okay? So, like I said, you guys, you can turn this into a strengthening exercise by adding that glute band. If you want to just focus on opening up those hips, you guys can go ahead and just do 8 abductions or 8 fire hydrants on that first side, okay? If you want to add a little something to it, you can hold it at the top, all right, isometrically, all right? That's going to still strengthen that glute, okay? All right, once you guys finish up that first set of the fire hydrants, like I said, we're going to get right into that elbow on knee external rotation. Okay, for that, you're gonna grab that weight, okay, anything from 8 to 12 pounds, or if you have to go lighter, that's fine as well. I'm gonna be doing this off the bench, so I'll have a little bit added range of motion, but you can do this seated as well. For this exercise, you guys, we're gonna keep that wrist nice and tight, nice and locked in full time, okay? Don't have that wrist loosey-goosey. Have that weight in hand and have it locked in, okay? If you're doing this from the ground, you're gonna open up that knee just so slightly so you can have that elbow laying kind of directly on it, okay? You're in this 90-degree position with the arm, and then here, we're just controlling that arm, letting it go down as far as it can, all the way to the bottom. You guys should feel that external shoulder rotation and that rear delt getting worked, okay? Control it down, control it right back to that starting position. Okay, that's gonna be 1 rep, all right? Hit 8 reps on that other side, okay? Like I said, I'll be doing this from the bench position, but you can do this from the ground if you want to. After we get done with the shoulder rotation, we're gonna walk on over here. We got our lateral step-downs up next, all right? These lateral step-downs are gonna be focused on that knee joint area. Okay, so we're gonna put the knee through a series of a single leg squatting, basically. Okay, by doing this, we're gonna control on the way down. We're gonna work on that range of motion here. Okay, and put that knee through that proper way it's supposed to go down. Okay, so while you guys, you'll have 1 foot on the bench here. Okay, 1 foot off. All right. If you want a counterweight as you go down, you can add that to add a little bit of balance. But essentially, you guys are going to keep that other leg relatively straight, and you're just going to float it back as you go down. You're going to tap that heel to the ground, and then you're going to press the heel, bringing that leg back up. Okay, so going down, float that knee back, load up that knee, okay? Make sure it's staying out, not collapsing it at all, okay? Stay strong in the glute, extend out, hit that heel, that down heel, come back up, okay? 8 reps on one leg, switch, 8 reps on the other. Okay, that's set 1, go through that, 3 sets total. Like I said, if you need to increase that step, okay, make it a little bit more challenging, put that knee through the full range of squatting, that's totally fine. Okay, start off low, progress, elevate up, all right? And like I said, if you need to add a weight for counterbalance, go ahead and do that. Okay, so as you go down, shift that weight out, coming back up. All right, go ahead, you guys, start off with those fire hydrants. Add a band if you want to strengthen, or if you just want to work on hip mobility, you can just go ahead and do it bandless. All right, we got 8 reps, both legs. Guys, next up we got those external shoulder rotations. All right, get that elbow on top of that knee. You want a little added range of motion, you can do this on a bench. All right, remember, control down, keep that elbow, or keep that wrist locked, I should say. Control down, control up. Keep that arm in that 90-degree position full time. Right, 8 on one arm, 8 on the other. Guys, let's go ahead and go through that lateral step downs here. All right, bend at that knee, keep it out. Okay, don't let it collapse. Float that heel back. Once you feel that heel slightly touching the ground, press through that full foot, primarily through the heel. Stand it on up. Just as we've been doing for these other exercises, control is key throughout. Nice. Go ahead, hit that other side. Same thing. Alrighty guys, make sure you use that counterbalance if you need to. I was kind of struggling there getting my balance, so make sure you guys are using that, extending out as you're going down to help offset the switching of the weight, okay? Set one done, you guys, shake it out, take about 30-40 seconds off, and then go through, like I've been saying, 2 more rounds of that. To start off, those fire hydrants, open up those hips, okay? Strengthening the hips, strengthening the glutes. Second exercise, that shoulder external rotation, obviously strengthening that rear part of the shoulder, increasing the range of motion in the shoulder joint. Lateral step downs, obviously we're doing that single leg squat there, okay? Working not only on that single leg squat, but we're increasing the strength of that knee area as well as increasing the range of motion in that knee joint area, okay? Go through that, you guys, take 30-40 seconds off here, get water if you need it. Got round 2 coming up next. All right, add that band if you want a little bit of added resistance. Strengthen those glutes just even more. Guys, next up, that elbow on knee, external shoulder rotation. Keep that arm in that 90-degree position. Keep that wrist nice and locked. Control down, control back up. All right? Should feel that back part of your shoulder getting worked at this down point. Other side. Alright, guys, next up, those lateral step downs. Alright, add that weight for counterbalance. Good. Try to hit that other side. Alrighty, good job, guys. One more time, take about 30, 40 seconds off here. Okay, keep that body moving, keep it shaking. Okay, we just got one more round here of those joint strengthening exercises. All right, 3 sets of 8 for everything. Fire hydrants, shoulder or elbow on knee, external shoulder rotations, and lateral step downs. All right. Catch your breath, get water if you need it. We got one more round up, and then we got a little core finisher here with an anti-rotational exercise using those thinner, moderate resistance bands. All right, get water, you guys. Last round here. Go ahead and get after it whenever you're ready. Got those fire hydrants to start. Next up, got our elbow on knee, external shoulder rotation. All right, control, control, control. Last thing we got here, lateral step downs. 8 each leg here. The other side. Alrighty guys, good job, way to finish. Our joint strengthening exercises are completed, okay? Like I've been saying, you guys, go through those movements if you ever want to increase the range of motion or increase that strength in that joint area. So helping out that rear part of the shoulders, externally rotating, helping out that hip joint area, all right, working on abduction. And then obviously we got that knee joint single leg squat work in, okay? So next up, you guys, we're gonna do that anti-core rotational exercise that I was talking about. This is gonna be a half kneel rotation. If you guys have those thicker bands, moderate to low intensity bands, if you wanna go ahead and attach that to some type of pole, some type of surface about 1.5 feet off the ground, that's what we'll be needing for this next exercise. All right, so anchor this to a surface, like I said, about 1.5 feet off the ground, okay? Positioning for this exercise, we're gonna have that outside knee up, okay? So wherever that band is, get that outside knee up, get it in line with that band, okay? We're gonna have arms extended full time, all right? We're just rotating into that front knee. Okay, so if you have a tighter band, shift back just a little bit. Okay, we're opening up into that front knee, holding for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then we're bringing those hands back in. Okay, as we bring those hands out, we're obviously using that opposite core, those obliques, that opposite side that's not farthest out. We're contracting those, tightening to stabilize as we bring the band out. Okay. Let's go ahead, you guys. We're gonna do 2 sets, 6 reps per side. Okay, so open up into that knee, hold for 3 to 5 seconds, bring it back in, bring it back out. That's 2 reps. Okay. All right. Count each rotation as 1 rep. We got 6 on one side, like I said. We're gonna have 6 on the other. All right. Go ahead and flip sides here. 6 on that other leg, on that other side. Nice, guys. After those 6 reps, both sides, shake it out, okay? We're just gonna get 1 more set in, okay? And that's what we got for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this class. Hopefully it gave you a few different ideas or a few different movements, exercises that'll help increase that range of motion in those joints, increase flexibility, stability throughout the muscles, throughout your body. But that's the goal for today. So hopefully you guys got that. Take this 20, 30 seconds off, you guys. Let's get right back after it. We just got 1 more set left here of that core rotational work, okay? Make sure throughout you guys are keeping that spine nice and neutral, okay? Try not to let that band as you twist to shake a whole lot, all right? Stay rigid, stay strong through the trunk, through your core, all right? And let's get 6 reps both sides, all right? Last set here, you guys. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and do it. Let's get that last side here. Alrighty guys, way to finish, way to get after it today, you guys. Hopefully you guys are feeling nice and loosened up. Hopefully you guys have a few fresh new ideas that you can utilize for your own strength programs, for your own fitness goals, all right? I hope you guys enjoyed class today. If you did, please be sure to like this video. Be sure to watch any of our videos that we put out. We really appreciate it. If you could comment any type of feedback, positive or negative, that would be very beneficial to us. Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys are staying safe. Hopefully you guys are doing well. And until next time, you guys, take care. We'll see you in the next video.